Good afternoon, Grace Covenant. It is a rainy Friday afternoon in Black Mountain, and this is the face of disappointment. Not this face. This one right here. Ellie has been wanting to go on a hike for days. She's an active herding dog, intelligent, and she needs lots of stimulation, and we've had day after day of rain, and she's been stuck inside. Imagine being used to getting out all the time, and then all of a sudden having circumstances around you dictate that you have to stay inside all the time. Oh, wait, that would be COVID-19. Yeah. So she's a little disappointed. She loves to hike, and I do too. And hiking, for me, is a way to relax and refresh. We're really fortunate that we live on a dead-end street that goes up a mountain, and we have places we can walk and trails we can hike, even during this time of isolation. And we can safely distance. We don't really encounter people up here. And so we can enjoy hikes when the weather's nice. And that is life-giving to me. And I find I need those moments away from the busyness of the day in order to do the work that I'm called to do. And like Ellie, I haven't been on a hike in days either. I haven't been on a hike in a long time because some of the places that we like to hike have been closed for a while, and now they're slowly reopening as well. But I got to thinking about how hiking nurtures me, and about how busy this week has been. And it's been so busy that I realized this afternoon that I had neglected myself. There have been extra Zoom meetings and lots of behind-the-scenes details as we move towards the weekend with all the activities of the church. There have been extra stress in my personal life dealing with aging parents, and home is always a challenge to take care of the home life and animals, and I've got a construction project here that's been delayed for a long time, and there's just a lot going on. And the rain has kind of taken away for me, just like it has for Ellie, that ability to take care of myself and carve out that special time that I need to break away from things. And it was interesting, I realized this today right at noon, because I was faced with my self-imposed deadline of uploading a devotion for Grace Covenant every Friday at noon. That's kind of an unspoken rule among the staff, that we each take a day of the week and we each upload our devotions by noon. And I usually have Friday mornings to myself to engage in some reading and reflection, to think about things and process what it is I'm going to share with you. And today I was in meetings online and just taking care of a lot of things that have come up over the week, both personally and professionally. And it was after 11 o'clock when we finished Zoom meetings for work, and it was time for me to come to you with something worth saying, and I just didn't have anything in me. And I texted my colleagues and said, hey, I'm kind of brain dead, and I'm going to take a break and hope for some refreshment and come back this afternoon with some inspiration, and hope that I have found something within that's worth saying. And I closed my computer, and my colleagues all sent thumbs up text messages saying that was good. And then I proceeded to get some lunch, and while I was eating lunch, I realized how hungry I was and how much that was nourishing me. And as I began to get nourishment, I began to reflect on the fact that I've been so busy, I haven't necessarily done things I need to take care of myself. And I realized that's the message today. That is the cogent thought, the grain that I hope you will take away, not about me personally, but that about all of us in this time, that we take time to take care of ourselves. We're all tasked with caring for families and children, spouses, parents, communities, and we're only as good as we are able to take care of ourselves and give from full reservoirs. And it's much like that emergency warning when you get on an airplane and they tell you that, in the event that cabin pressure suddenly fails, the mask will drop down. And it's important that you put the mask on yourself before assisting others. And I kind of feel like that was my realization today, that I've been trying to help everybody else and I've kind of neglected helping myself. Have you ever been there? Human nature tells me that most of us probably have. So there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. I wish for me today it could have been a hike, but at least I realized that's what was missing. And I did take time to enjoy lunch and just to sit for a while and reflect, to spend some time with the dog and realize that she too is having a little bit of anxiety and sadness and frustration over being confined during this time. And it's amazing the things we can learn in this creation that God has given us. The things we can learn about ourselves if we will just take the time to listen. Now, Grace Covenant, I've always wanted to say to you, take a hike. I mean that metaphorically. A hike is what works for me. I'm not sure what works for you. Maybe it's putting on a headset and listening to your favorite album, or grabbing a book and reading, journaling, spending time in the kitchen creating something or working in the yard, taking a long walk or picking up the phone and calling a friend and catching up. Whatever it is that's life-giving to you, whatever it is that helps to fill you, stretching, reflecting, meditating, spending time with family, I want to encourage you to do it. To take inventory of what's going on in your life, of how crazy busy you are, and to do something that is life-giving. And in that, I want you to also remember, as we continue to say in this time, stay home, stay safe, stay connected, and know that you are loved. Thanks be to God.